Celebrating her 7th anniversary, and we are celebrating with such gorgeous things. We appreciate you being with us. So now, Carol, you know, last hour we had that gorgeous turquoise ring, which we have, I'm gonna say about 70 left. So in case you weren't with us last hour, you're just now getting home from work on the West Coast, we'll give you all the information, but we're gonna talk about turquoise and wood. You know, the latest, hottest thing in designer jewelry is anything organic in the material. Of course, the wood, you know, giving it that earthy, beautiful feel, and then it is coupled back in this case with the most beautiful, beautiful turquoise. And this is American turquoise, Carol.
This absolutely is. This is Kingman American turquoise. You know, some of the things that I love about these wood bangles, first of all, I want to let you know they come in small, medium, and medium, large. So
and two sizes.
Right. So we have two sizes, small, medium, medium, large. And then, yes, and then the bangle, then we've got, right.
Thin or the wider. And the thinner, is this right? Is the thinner one is $179. The thicker one is $139. So we took $20 off, and we took $20 off. $20 off both. Now they're appraised at over $300, but you get your choice at $139 or $179.
So if you're wondering why is the thinner one costing more?
More turquoise.
It's because we have this intensive amount of robin's egg blue American turquoise. I want to tell you a little bit about wood jewelry. Wood jewelry is probably in the world of high jewelry today. We started seeing, I personally started seeing it in Italy about 20 years ago. And then as time went on, it became more popular to the point now where our highest jewelry houses, the ones that sell the big, huge diamonds, they are now selling their wood and turquoise jewelry, or wood and diamond jewelry. They're actually setting priceless diamonds in wood. Why do we love wood? Why do we love this look? Why do I love the way this feels? Well, I'll tell you. First of all, wood has been around for as long as the earth and the water and time. Wood stands the test of time. A tree can be alive for 50,000 years, so I am quite sure that this wood jewelry will absolutely take you from today to forever. That's one thing. Two, it's sustainable. It's socially acceptable. It's organic. It's what we call quote unquote green. We are taking the natural wood. It is being hand carved for you. And I've told you something, I mean, this is the medium large size, by the way, which I needed because I have a wide hand. I just want everyone to know that when you talk about the size of a bangle, you go by the size of your hand here, not by necessarily by the size of your wrist. So I need the medium large. I'm just being very clear with you on that. Okay. They're very lightweight. They're really, really chic. The look of turquoise and wood together epitomizes the feeling of summer. But I will tell you something, when I get to fall, I am loving this with my cashmeres and with my leathers and with my wools and my sweaters. Let's take a look at Victoria and see how she's been able to pair the turquoise and wood, which is the ultimate staple, the ultimate neutral. She put it right back with her pink opal
beautiful
and Walo opal ring.
And I'm wearing it back with the turquoise ring that we had last hour. We have the final few of these left, so if you missed out on this turquoise ring, that ring, believe it or not, in real turquoise and blue topaz is $99. So $99 on that gorgeous ring, and it looks beautiful back with this. We're gonna wrap these up. Hang in there if you're on board. By the way, I see all of you looking at my evil eye.
How do you see them?
I can, with this evil eye.
Can you look through the
TV?
TV?
Look at that. There you go. Don't you wish we could?
Yeah. Can I tell you something? You know, we always say, I just have to let everyone know, we always wish we could like see you and talk to you. Please call in. You get to see us, but we don't get to see you, and we're dying to see you. Like, we're so grateful to every single one of you who are watching and sharing, and you're with us on social media, on Instagram, Facebook. Please call in. Connie and I would love to talk to you.
Okay, we are going to move on. They're telling us because we've only got an hour and 14 minutes left.